Hello again and welcome back to our course on PowerPoint. In this section we're going to take a look at creating a new presentation. Now, this might be the first time that you're ever creating a new presentation. There are a couple of different ways that you can create a new presentation and, as you can see here on the screen, I already have a blank presentation open. Now what I can do from this point is, I can go one of two ways. I can either apply a design to this blank presentation and make it look a little bit more interesting than it currently does, or if I was creating from scratch, I could go to the File tab and select the new option, and what you'll see here is a whole bunch of templates that you can select from, and these templates are actually organized into different categories, and you can see some suggested searches at the top here. So, if I was looking for a template that was business related, I could click on business and it's going to search the database and show me a whole load of presentations that are suitable for business use, and you can see there's some really nice ones in PowerPoint. They seem to get better with every new release of PowerPoint. So, it really depends what you're looking for now. One thing I would say when you're trying to decide on a template to use is to really give a long hard think to those rules. Those tips and guidelines that we discussed in the previous module, and your template that you choose really should be suitable for your audience. So again, if it's a business presentation, you don't want to choose a template that's going to be too jokey or too casual, or maybe has font which isn't appropriate. So just bear those tips in mind when you're trying to decide which template to use now at this stage. I'm not going to choose one of these templates. I'm just going to click the arrow at the top to go back to my blank presentation. What I'm going to do instead is apply a design to this blank presentation that I have here. So, I'm going to go to the Design tab, and, again, you can see, I have a whole bunch of themes that I can choose from, and, if I click the drop-down arrow, this will show me all of the themes that I have access to, and, as you hover over them, you'll see you get a live preview in the slideshow itself. So, you get a really good idea as to what that's going to look like now. I'm just going to apply this one here, which is called Iron, and what you'll notice is that now I have this theme applied. What I can do is, if I decide that maybe I don't like the background color particularly, what you'll see is that when you apply a theme you then get this additional group called Variants, and, again, if I click the drop-down menu, all available variants are listed here. I could change it to a blue theme instead. So, it's essentially the same theme, I'm just changing that background color scheme to something a little bit different, and of course, as with everything, you can go in and customize even further if you want to. So again, if you didn't particularly like these colors, you could go in and define the colors that you want to use. But in this case, I'm fairly happy with using the blue one. Now, one thing that's worth remembering is that if you've already put several slides in the presentation and you've maybe changed the fonts, anything you have manually changed, applying a design theme may override that. So, what I would suggest is that it is really best to pick your theme up front before you start making changes to any slides that you have. So that's a quick trip to bear in mind when you're thinking about applying themes to your presentation. So that's pretty much it. We have our two ways. We can either start with a new blank presentation. So let me go to File and go to New, and the blank presentation is literally what we started out with. So, you can either start from this point and apply a design and then choose a variance, or you can start with a template you want. So now we know how to create a new presentation. What we're going to talk about in the next section is how we work with slides. So please join me for that. Till then, bye.